even if I'm not perfect, which is why I said I'm floating, I've learned a lot about myself, about people in this house, about the house itself. I've also learned that no matter how good your idea is, no matter how correct you are, the way you pass that message is oftentimes more important than the message you are passing itself. I felt like I was having a very fun week. I felt like I was doing so bad. I felt like I was doing so bad, and
so you people have made my face shed tears. You made him Mama, they cries. Ah, Betha, what is your issue? What's your problem?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey guys, hey Bethans, welcome back to my channel. My name is Betha and I am so glad to have you back here. Now, if this is your first time coming across my channel, you are definitely welcome. Please make sure to hit on the subscribe button before you leave, and also give this video a very big thumbs up right now or at the end if you enjoyed watching it. Okay, and of course to my returning Bethans, my LOMLLLLLLs, the absolute loves of my life. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I do not take it for granted. Okay, now let's talk about Faith's diary session, guys. It was all shades of emotional, like it was all shades of that. Like, I don't know, did you listen to his diary session? Because for me, just listening, it shows that the guy is willing to learn. He's a person who is willing to learn, not to anybody want to tell me. Oh my goodness. So of course Big Brother gave him room to sort of pour out everything, because again, if you're asking for someone who has had the worst week, it is definitely Faith, right? And I know a lot of people will be like, now he put himself for that position, now he put himself. Until you reach that position of power, you're not gonna know whether they're gonna regard you. So no quick talk. No quick talk. If you dey strict, they go say you wicked. You dey soft, they go say you be bolo. Which one on I want? Cold or hot? You can't be lukewarm. Any lukewarm leader, not a lead where. You not a lead where. So choose where you dey. And Faith is principle. Now doctor. Doctors, they clean. They clean. They know they like dirty. And that's how Faith is. He doesn't like that, and they shout for now because Orawala choke. Orawala too much. They make a whole ducky. They cry inside diary room because the boy now they feel saying do bad. You know, he do this for him, do this for. But I mean, something he kept saying is he's a very, he's a very clean person. You know, he likes hygiene. You cannot be dirty around him. And he mentioned that even the party they had yesterday, that's the first party everybody got the same amount of drink, because normally they go share, then some people go hide the other ones. But yesterday, everybody get normal. Now, why all of them high equal like that? Oh my God, he explained so much about how his week has been, really tough. And, also mentioned that, yeah, he has learned that a good leader listens. And as much as you have what you want to say to the people, it is very important how you say it to them.
How are you today? I'm floating. It's a feeling like I say when I don't really know where I am. Well, I still have to keep going forward. So I don't feel good. I don't feel bad. I'm just floating. So yeah, from last week to this week, a lot of good things, a few sad things, 1 or 2 bad things, and I think I just wasn't ready to handle so much all at once. So at some point I got overwhelmed, but then I was able to take a step back and pace myself. It wasn't the easiest thing, but I think I was able to find balance maybe around yesterday morning. And you could be doing the most correct, the best thing, but if you do it the wrong way, I mean, if you do the right thing, but you pass it across the wrong way, you have yourself in a mess. So I was in a situation this week where I realized that even if what the person did was wrong and could have been managed better, my response could have been, I could have approached my response better.
These are things that he's beginning to learn. He also talked about how he can be very rigid, but He's learning, and Big Brother now asked him how, like, what makes you think you're doing better or that you're learning, and then he mentioned the whole battery thing. He said it might be little, but for him that's a big deal. And you might want to ask what the little thing is. He changed Jason J's battery for him. I might need to take that again, because you see this battery issue, you don't want to drag. The battery should also cause wahala throughout the week. He changed Jason J's battery. Jason J, you dey hear me? He changed your battery. He changed them. Like, help you comot the old one, put new one. In case you come out, you dey wonder, say battery wahala. He na faith. Change you be JC, change your battery. Because this battery issue, Jason don't first talk am inside diary room. What I tell you? Biggie can't tell and say no. As long as you were informed about it, whether he puts it there and comes to call you, it is him delivering it. They already had that. And it just seemed like a lot of the housemates, not just Jason, a lot of the housemates felt like, what's the point of keeping the battery then coming upstairs to call us? Baba, he don't tell us and say, he not go beg you to speak up. I mean, over 4,000 or 5,000 people, like he said, that came to audition, they pick you. So you should be willing to speak up. You should be willing for people to hear your voice, not him begging you to change. But so if you not go change, no problem. But he just look and say, okay, yesterday they were tipsy, alcohol don't enter body. And then he saw that Jason needed to change his battery, just like every other person. He decided to go and help Jason change it. I hope Jason's aware.
In what way?
I mean, I know it might not seem like a lot, but yesterday I saw Jason sleeping, and I specifically said I was never going to hand any more batteries, but in my head I was like, we just had a party, he's probably drunk, and maybe the sleep is a lot, so I was like, you know what, hey, I will help him change the battery. So I actually did go to change his batteries for him. I know it's not a lot, it's a very small thing, but I feel like for someone like me that is very rigid, that's a big step.
Jason J, I hope you are aware. Because tomorrow, like, and then he spoke about the whole Imisi situation. He mentioned how sometimes communication is really key. Because in that moment where they were dragging the whole kerosene thing, my boy was even calling this thing fuel. Well, it can be fuel in a way, but it's kerosene. It's kerosene. He said he don't know how to use stove. So all those people, when they para, say pour water. Baba don't know how to offer. Not be everybody sabi use stove. Just because you know how to use it. That day they brought it, Zita was confused. Even Tracy. I'm like, so Ona no use stove. You must be privileged though. Because me, tell Ona, normally if the kerosene don't finish, you pour it out. The remaining one, you sprinkle it on the rope. All those like 10 or 12 for the day inside. Make sure say kerosene touch on it, make them soak small. You quickly cook before it go dry. Then they use water to off stove. If you use them before you go on again. But my boy now don't carry water, pour on top the thing once. Based on once it's fire, you pour water off. He said he didn't know how to turn it off, and he really needed Imisi to listen, because he's trying to tell her, look, the protein, I'm not saying don't take it. I'm just saying tell the chefs, that way it is equal. And he realized that even the chefs that he put in place, or people that he gave positions, rewarding them actually works. Because even Culture was telling him, Faith, what do you have for me? What do you have for me? So he gets them to do things, and then of course he thinks that rewarding people for their effort is actually something that people should do, right? So he was saying that, okay, he had told him, you can't take the meat. Like, go and tell, not me, it's not even about me. Go and tell the chefs, like, oh, this is what you want to do. And even if you don't want to talk to Big Soso, because you and Big Soso are not in talking terms, you might as well tell K-Bobo. K-Bobo is also one of the chefs in charge. But, Imisi doesn't want to speak to anybody. And then he's like, okay, you know what? The only way for me to get her to listen is when she has the proteins or whatever it is she wants to cook, and there's no fire to cook it, then at the end of the day, nothing will happen. So he went outside and then tried to turn it off and then poured the remaining fuel in a keg. Midena went to tell Imisi before the whole thing now started. And in his mind, like right in the middle of that fight, he kept asking himself, like, what am I even doing in the like, what am I doing here? Like, I shouldn't be found in a situation like this.
Or ask Big Soso, because she was right there. Or if you don't want to talk to Big Soso, ask her. And she said, I can't tell her what to do in Big Brother's house. And I'm like, yes, I agree with you. I can't tell you what to do in Big Brother's house. But I think the HOH is an extension of Big Brother. I'm not telling you to do it for me. I'm telling you to do it so everybody in the house can have a reasonable week. So it escalated, and she said she wasn't going to do it. And I didn't want to have an altercation there, so I left. my idea was, I mean, you can have the protein, but if you can't cook it, you would eventually have to return it. I don't know how kerosene stoves work, so I asked, and I was able to turn it off, and then I wanted to like just take the foil away, and then put it into a different container. And then Mide saw me do that, and Mide went to tell her that I was taking out the foil, that she should come and see, blah, blah, blah. And then the whole scuffle happened.
You know, he felt really bad because, again, communication was one of the major problems on that day, you know, and kept asking, like, being normal housemate is even way better than being HOH. You know, for him, he just wasn't having a very good week. And on top of that, Joanna made things worse by, you know, scolding him right there in the open. I'm not saying don't scold me, but I mean, you can see that everyone else is against me and we're closer. You should be able to speak to me in private, which is something I said that day. Like, Joanna shouting at him right there in the open. I just felt like she was playing a game. And if you ask me why, I would say because she also doesn't want to be in the bad books of every other person. Seeing that the entire house were against Faith, she didn't want to be the odd one out. And, you know, she didn't want that to affect her game, right? Even though I don't think that's a cool thing to do. If someone is your friend, you should be able to at least speak up for them. But then again, it's a game, right? So she didn't do that. So he felt really bad. And so later on, when she was not trying to talk to him, you know, he just wasn't even having it because, I mean, his emotions were all over the place. Now, to make matters worse, he now saw her packing at this. You know, that day, they didn't understand what was happening, and these housemates, you know, Joanna and Dede, were not allowed to speak about it. So seeing her packing, it felt like, you know, she was leaving him, like, the whole thing was just worse. And he kept asking, like, what could be worse than today? Like, everything all scattered, everything all dabaru. You know, he had a very, very terrible day that day, you know, that particular day. But, like, it just made things worse seeing Joanna scold him like that and then now left. It was like later on that he realized, oh, okay, it was Big Brother that asked them to leave. It's not like she was angry and then was walking out on him and all of that. You know, he overthought a lot of things that day. And in his words, he's been floating, you know, but right now he feels better, right? He feels better. As much as, yes, you know, most of the housemates felt like, you know, he was a terrible person or a bad person. He's learning to do things a bit differently, you know, but it's not something that he will just change in one day, okay? And there's room for change. Yeah. For him, people taking accountability and saying, oh, yes, this is what I should have done. I should have listened better. I should have listened better. And Big Brother now even told him, oh, a good leader is fluid. You know, you can't be just rigid and all of that. And he said he's learning. So, yes, he's learning. Those housemates, they'll be stubborn goats. Nothing where you want to tell me. Nothing where anybody will, no, not even tell me anything. Anyways, away from that, guys, he broke down, though. Like, the guy really cried. It was so emotional. But yeah, apart from that, guys, I wanted to talk about the whole kissing thing. I don't know, why is this even, like, what's happening here? Why are the housemates carrying the supposed kiss between Koyi and Dede on their head? Like, why are they hawking it like gala? What's happening? Because, like, it's been a topic here and there in the house. You know, apparently, when Koyi was having a conversation with Dede, you know, when they came back from their bed and breakfast enjoyment, you know, Koyi was telling Dede that, look, they've been coming to meet me. Oh, you people kissed and all of that. And this is the same conversation that Dede had with Joanna in their apartment, right? And then she was like, oh, that they even say they kissed. Oh, you know, guys, I don't think they kissed. Again, like I said, there was no kiss. Even if there was, it was like a forehead thing. Because the way their head and the mouth position not be, you want to take kiss. Now it knows you they kiss. You understand? So, I don't think there was. But then, I just like that. Koyi and Dede, they don't give people gist. Oh. Anything where your mind tell you say they do, make you think how they go. They don't go come clear am. They were just talking amongst themselves and they're like, it's a good thing now. They should keep talking. They should keep talking. At least it gives them, you know, more screen time, talkability, and even the fact that, you know, they are on the radars of different people. So they should keep talking. Even when the Missy just walked past, they kept quiet because Missy feel here, go tell others. So this Dede and Koyi friendship, they fit each other at this point. They really fit each other. Anyways, guys, before I end this video, Big Soso blasted Bright this afternoon, even though it wasn't in his presence. So, but she was so angry, and I'm on Big Soso's side. Yeah, then they get Riaza. You they sleep as per waiting. Then Mensa they try cover up for him, saying no a role. Baba, come on, wake up there. You know your role. Say what's happen.
Don't enter London.
And this is where Bright was supposed to talk.
So yeah, I cite the restaurant. Yeah.
Bright go do. I'm not going to go.
It's not about Omo Bright. He's not here. I'm not feeling well. It's not about he knows it. So make I know they come practice, go sleep. Because me said nowhere. It's not about make I know verse. Every time there's somebody that's taking a fucking piss, I can go and sleep. I'm not feeling well. We can't be doing this thing. If next time I did the same thing with you, I go sleep. And nobody to tell me say, man, I'll keep my role when I'm ready.
This is you know, I mean, you know, I just. She's saying the truth. Yeah, she's saying the truth.
I can't be pampering people every time now.
Oga, wake up, don't sleep. Come and rehearse. We they do rehearse how you they sleep. And Big Sister is like, this is not nice now. That next time when she's on a group like this, she will go and sleep. That she too, she's not feeling well. All these things. Now today we they get wager, you they sleep. You don't know say we go put finishing touches. You go they complain say on and they lose wager. And Bright is always obsessed when they lose a wager. But now you they sleep. You they learn how to sleep afternoon sleep. Even me when they talk, they shout, I never sleep. You want to sleep. Come on, wake up from there. Stand up from the below to wake up. Go and rehearse. Today now wager you they sleep. Ew, now wow. Not be smarty, they happen for that house. Anyways, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Tell me, what do you genuinely think about, Faith's diary session and just everything that he shared with Big Brother? And to think that this guy had really nice things to say about Imisi. Like, Imisi is very hardworking, she's talented, she's a big actress, a super actress, she's this. I said,
We may not be on the best terms, but I still respect you as a person. She's a phenomenal actress, she's talented. I'm like, I don't want to have to fight you.
Don't be smart, like when you see two of them, cats and rats, but like in the diary room, they have nice things to say to each other. Now, as angry as Imisi has been with Faith, even in her diary session, she still told Big Brother that when he won Most Influential, she was really happy. It's just that they were quarreling, so she did not congratulate him, but that she was happy that he won. But for the head of household, that she was not even happy that he won because he would want to be commanding her and telling her what to do. And all of that, guys, again, I still think that there's hope for friendship. Maybe not, like close pally, but I mean, there should be room for, just being cordial. In my opinion, it's not even that deep, If both of you have nice things to say about one another like that, then yeah, when you come out, when the game is over, there should be room for conversations. Well, that's if they want it, but yeah. Again, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button. And of course, I will see you guys on the next one. Okay? Bye.